let's review the movie Stay the Night. It's a romance movie. It's on Tubi. Don't judge me. I don't know why I was up there. But honestly, they has a couple decent movies on there. And they got a lot of old movies, which is what I was looking for. But this crossed paths with me. So I was like, why not? I was a little bit skeptical because I usually don't do low budgets, but this was actually good. It was definitely giving me the vibe of Already Tomorrow at Hong Kong, which is good. I'm not even just saying that because they're racist and stuff. I'm just saying that because it only is in one night. Like everything happens only in one night. They fell in love in one night. I give this movie 8 out of 10. It definitely does not need a second movie though. It did leave with like an open ending, I feel like, but it does not need a second movie. It was good for a low budget movie, which is why I'm rating it so high because this is definitely not what I expected. You know, like me a good hockey romance, which is what I thought I was getting since, you know, in the trailer, he's a hockey player. Well, I guess since he is a hockey player, it is a hockey romance. And we get that ice skating scene, which will really open my eyes to them. They were so cute. I have to play that at the end. Do I see them staying together? Maybe, maybe not. Honestly, he has groupies. And also, I just don't feel like she'll not accept just anything. So I think they'll just start to end up being toxic and they'll just not work out in the end. I'm sorry. I don't see them working out. They just have two different personalities and two different life experiences. She's more like introverted and he's more extroverted, I would say. And I also feel like even though she doesn't feel like she needs to explore more, he'll probably be the one that says like, I shouldn't be the only person you've been with. You need to explore and then maybe we can get together down the line. Because hey, if you watch the movie, she didn't do too much exploring. I mean, yeah, she tried, but it never really worked out. But I don't feel like he'll just tell her that straight out back since what happened. But I feel like it'll get to a certain point where they'll start to be toxic and he'll say that. And can we talk about her for a second? Like, why is Andrea Bang in like almost like 3 romance movies that just came out? Pretty sure the other one is called Float, but I see the trailer for that and I think I might watch it. But I feel like it gives similar vibes to this movie. Similar, but not the same. But anyways, I actually did like her character. I did. But I also feel like she was a little awkward, which made her hard on him as well. Because honestly, he didn't need to tell you he was a hockey player. It's not his fault that you didn't know. Technically, he didn't know if he was going to be one. At the end of that night, he just needed some change to get his mind off things, you know? And I was so shocked to see you run away from Joe. Like, what did Joe do to you? I know his name ain't Joe in here, but he'll always be Joe in our hearts. You know that dude likes you. Now I bet you we're gonna be awkward. And I love him for you also, because I actually like him as well. Him telling Joe that she's just hard to get and not playing hard to get was a good thing. I love that. Because ain't no way you gonna talk behind her back and say she need to stop playing hard to get. She ain't playing hard to get, she just hard to get. I'm sorry. That she likes you, man, but she ain't just gonna be all over you all of a sudden. That's just not who she is. And really, I don't think that's really who he was either. But dude, you crazy for lying to her at the end, telling her that you are going to move away, which you are, but you aren't just gonna be what you were before. Well, you are trading teams, but you aren't just going up. You were going down. You're going to a place you didn't even want to go. But you were going there because words that she said, she motivated you. And also, you got to know, you're responsible for your own actions. Nobody else made you not work as hard as you needed to do. You had problems of your own. You need to go to therapy or something because the problem that you have with your dad, he was the whole reason you were playing in the first place, and that should have never been the case. You were supposed to be playing for yourself, not anyone else. I'm glad y'all talked about that. It does not mean you don't still need therapy though. She can't be a therapist. That'll also cause problems for y'all. I love their conversations and their whole little dynamic. It was cute. And if they weren't giving me Already Tomorrow in Hong Kong, they're definitely giving me a vibe of Before Sunset. And can we talk about how she was just too nice, especially to her roommate? Are you serious? She gonna kick you out of your house to do what on your couch? Like, are you crazy? She better pack it up. I know y'all like best friends and stuff, but she is not your responsibility. Why couldn't they go to his apartment or his house or whatever? Like, is that dude even really single? Like, what's the issue? And it better not be for safety reasons because she brought him to your place. And how she gonna invite you out and then dip as soon as you actually come out? Anyways, the still in taxi thing was kind of crazy of him and making her have to wait and then for her to think, can you go home? Good thing he actually got in, because what if you just went? Then what? Now you're caught in an awkward situation. It was also crazy how y'all both just stood here until she walks inside the hotel talk about, well, like, was he never going to invite her in? Why would she just want to walk around? Which y'all eventually ended up doing. Again, the hockey scene was definitely my favorite. From y'all, my second favorite will probably be The Office scene, I feel like he makes her more extroverted than she already is. Just make her do things she normally wouldn't do on her own. And for him, he's already laid back. He's already a laid back guy. He just, I feel like he gets more calmer because, you know, she's very calm and he'll be wanting to make her uncomfortable or anything. And I'm glad he didn't do all of that when he actually found out her secret, if that's a secret. Actually, I don't feel like it's a secret. It's just something she just didn't want to tell people, which she doesn't need to because it's her business. But I think it's crazy that y'all both just thought that was finna go down when y'all went in there. But okay. Well, anyways, if you haven't seen Stay the Night, it's on Tubi. It came out in 2022. Andrea Bangs in there. She just been in everything recently, so go ahead. You might as well see her now before she gets big. Joey is in there too. And Raymond A. Black, the dude who played Joe on Ginny and Georgia, he up in there too. He plays her second love interest. Sorry, he wasn't chosen just like in Ginny and Georgia. He used to find him a good one. You can never say she wasn't pulling though. If she wanted to, she could. Just so we're clear. And my thing is, why didn't Joe question the fact that they was together and just think that he was just gonna be friends with him? Like, it wasn't questionable that they were coming out that elevator together. And then the fact that everybody knew who he was and wasn't really telling her nothing was crazy. I mean, at least he got a good hotel out of that, getting fired and everything, going to the minor leagues. And he can actually skate too, which is good. It's definitely giving Canadian. Well, anyways, if you like you a good hockey romance, go ahead and watch this. They will not be talking about too much about hockey, but there's a cute hockey scene, and most of his problems include hockey.